Hey YouTube, so today I have a new challenger for my Beats Pill Plus. It is the JBL Charge 2 Plus, and so actually very similar looking to the Beats Pill Plus size wise and even a little bit of look wise. Same type of materials, metal mesh speaker grill, and then this rubberized body wrapped around. It does add these nice little passive radiators on each end, which I really like. And you can really see them moving when the music's playing. It's a nice little touch on JBL's part. Looks just like the JBL Extreme, just a lot smaller here. Some of the basic features we got here. Get the box over here. It's got 600 milliamp hour battery with charge out, just like on the Beats Pill Plus. 12 hours of playtime, same as well. Speakerphone capabilities, and the plus, if you're wondering what that stands for, is the fact that they've made it splash proof. Now, it's not waterproof, and I'll show you why. The ports are actually exposed, so there's nothing to cover them. So if you do get water in those, you'll most likely damage the speaker. And while I got it back here, the 3 ports that are back here are the USB charge, which is nice because I got a ton of those, and I'm sure most of you do as well. So that's a nice little feature. The auxiliary in and your charge out port. And then on top, you've just got your power button, your Bluetooth connect, and then your volume up, volume down, and then these little lights to indicate the level of charge. Your phone, answer and end calls there, and then something called social mode. So what social mode is it allows up to, I think, at least 3 devices to connect to the speaker at the same time and actually kind of jack the speaker from each other without actually having to go through the whole pairing process, which is kind of nice. Now, social mode, don't confuse that with JBL Connect, which actually lets you pair multiple JBL speakers, either in stereo mode or in party mode, which allows more than 2 speakers. Unfortunately, the JBL Charge 2 Plus does not have that feature, which is a feature that you can find on the Beats Pill Plus. It's actually a really nice feature. I've tried it on my JBL Extreme, and you can actually add flip 3s or another JBL Extreme or even the JBL Pulse 2. Fortunately, you're not going to find that on the JBL Charge 2 Plus, which is a bummer. However, hopefully they improve on that on the next model, because that is a very nice feature. And other than that, that's about it. Look wise, like I said, they both look pretty similar. It's basically what you prefer. For my preference, I do like the way the Beats Pill Plus looks a little bit more. I love that speaker grill kind of wraps around and then kind of continues on the back there, and no logo whatsoever on the front, which gives it a really nice clean look. JBL Charge 2, I mean, looks really nice all around. However, to me, it's just not quite as nice looking as the Beats Pill Plus, and that big orange logo there in the center, it's a little bit distracting. I mean, it's not a big deal. Just would have been nice to be put somewhere else, maybe on the top up here, or even on the bottom or the back. But either way, still a great looking speaker. So anyway, let's go ahead and do a sound comparison. I'll go ahead and do a 50% volume between the two. I'll try about 75% as well this time. Sometimes at 75%, some of these speakers really come out. And then we'll go ahead and do a maximum volume test between the two. So let's go ahead and get to that. Alright guys, so we're all set up here for our sound comparison. And I'm going to change up the song a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and try a non-copyrighted rock song to see how they do on that genre. Sometimes that's a little bit tougher, and sometimes these speakers show some weakness when they play something other than hip-hop or pop. So we're going to go ahead and use a rock song, and we'll go ahead and start with the Beats Pill Plus at 50%. So here we go. so that's the Beats Pro Plus at 50%. Let's go ahead and switch over to the JBL Charge 2. And I got that one now on 50%. And let's go ahead and start this song over here. And here we go. Alright, so after hearing them briefly there at 50%, I gotta say the JBL Charge 2 Plus actually sounds better to me. I don't know, the Beats Pro Plus sounded a little bit weak, where the JBL 2 has just got a lot more power, at least at 50%. The bass is a lot more present. The vocals are good. I think I have to hear it a little bit more to kind of get a better idea. So let me go ahead and switch back and forth a couple times here. So I'll go back to the JBL Charge 2 for a few seconds, and then I'll just switch between the two and see if we can get a better idea for the sound. So here we go, JBL Charge 2. Alright guys, so after that sound test, I would definitely give it the 50% volume sound check to the Charge 2 Plus. I mean, it just sounded a lot fuller, the bass was a lot better, the vocals even sounded a lot better than on the Beats Pro Plus. Everything on the Beats Pro Plus just kind of sounded a little bit tiny, especially with this rock song. It might be different with a hip-hop house song, but on this rock song it just did not sound nearly as good as the JBL Charge 2 Plus at 50%. So let's go ahead and try it at max volume here. I will go ahead and actually, you know what, let's do it at 75%. Let's do it just a quick check at 75%, and then we'll go to max. So here is the Beats Pro Plus 2, and this is at 75% volume. So let's have a listen here. So now I think the Beats Pro Plus is catching up a little bit. It still didn't have as much bass as the JBL Charge 2 Plus. The JBL Charge 2 Plus did have more bass still. However, the clarity on the Beats Pro Plus did sound a little bit better. Charge 2 Plus sounded a little bit muddy, almost like the bass is starting to take over the treble. Still sounded good, but definitely a lot clearer on the Pro Plus. But nowhere near the bass the JBL Charge 2 Plus is putting out. So anyway, let's go ahead and go all the way to full volume here and have a listen. So I'll start with the Beats Pro Plus at full volume, and here we go. guys. Yeah, I honestly, after hearing them both at 50%, I thought the JBL Charge 2 Plus was gonna run away with this comparison here and actually make me want to switch. However, at 75% volume, I started noticing that the clarity on the Beats Pro Plus was just a lot better than on the Charge 2. Charge 2 Plus kind of started to sound a little bit muffled on the treble, like the bass was just a little bit too much. The Beats Pro Plus didn't have as much bass, but it just was a lot cleaner, I guess is the word. And then, I mean, as soon as I put it up to max volume, you could really tell the Beats Pro Plus was definitely brighter on the highs and the mids, and I mean, it still had a decent amount of bass, not as much as a JBL Charge 2 Plus, but enough to give it a nice rounded sound, and it was just a lot better on clarity. Just a lot nicer to listen to, where the JBL Charge 2 felt like it kind of just like got dialed back. All of a sudden the bass was not as nice as it was before, and the highs just seemed to get a little bit muffled. It was a little bit harder to distinguish the instruments. So I'm not sure if that's what you guys heard on your end, but definitely sitting here in front of them, I'd have to give it to the Beats Pro Plus on sound. Especially anything over 50%. JBL Charge 2 at 50%, lower volumes, I think it beats the Beats Pro Plus, but as soon as you start cranking up the volume, definitely give it to the Beats Pro Plus. But it's ultimately up to you, your choice, what you guys prefer. The Beats Pro Plus does retail for $229, whereas the JBL Charge 2 Plus can be gotten for about $149, and you can always find it on sale somewhere. And overall, it's a well-built speaker, pretty good looking, and lots of great features. So hopefully this answered some questions for you guys. If you have any questions or comments, just go ahead and leave them down below. All right, thanks guys.